with me right now, I've got Kyle and Joe from the School of Rock at Campbelltown. G'day, guys.
Hi. G'day, mate. Hello.
Good to see you here today. You've got you brought quite a few people with you.
Yeah,
Your entourage.
We're performing at the main stage there later on today, so we've got all the kids together. We've put a cool show together.
Excellent. So what time are you on stage? At 5:40.
That's it.
Good stuff. Tell me about the School of Rock.
School of Rock is a franchise school that started in America in 1998.
Oh yeah.
It started off as Paul Green's School of Rock. And what he would do is he'd get the kids getting together in a jam room.
Right.
And they'd just play as a band, and eventually that idea took off and became this huge thing that it is today.
Yeah.
So what we do is, instead of just giving one-on-one lessons and teaching the kids the instrument, we teach them the entire musicianship behind the whole thing.
Yeah.
So we get the kids doing gigs, we get them setting up before the gigs, packing down after the gigs, we get them working together as a band, and the end game is to have seasoned musicians going out into the world of music.
Right. So you're doing the important things and teaching them they're not just rock stars, they have to do the work to get that far.
That's exactly it.
So yeah, they're the performers and they're the roadies.
That's
and
it.
They're the hairstylists and the makeup artists, all in one go.
Yep.
So how long has this show been going?
We've been open in Australia for 6 months now. We've done 2 show seasons. Our first show season was Pink Floyd's The Wall. That was what we opened with.
Okay.
And we've just finished our AC/DC show. And we're just about to finish our Women in Rock show, which is stuff like Joan Jett, The Runaways, and Pat Benatar, all the really cool female musicians from the 80s who showed
from the 80s who were way before these guys were born.
Yeah, that's it. And these kids now know.
This is what my mum used to listen to.
Yeah. That's what my mum made me listen to.
That's right. Payback time. So, Joe, how long have you been in rock?
Well, I started in America when I was 13.
Right.
And now I'm turning 15.
So you started School of Rock in the States?
Yeah, I started School of Rock in America.
Right.
And then we moved here and I realized there's a school in Sydney.
Bonus?
Yeah, I just had to get involved because it's just so much fun.
Good. And what do you play?
I play the drums, and School of Rock has also just taught me to play everything else.
Alright. And how does the School of Rock Australia compare to School of Rock America?
Well, we're like, I don't know, we're just both really.
They're both good?
Yeah.
Excellent. You have a lot of fun there?
Yeah.
It's a good place to meet other people as well. Like-minded musicians.
Yeah, I've made so many friends there.
Yeah. Do you have long-term ambitions about musicianship? About being a musician?
Yeah. I really want to be a drummer.
Yeah. That's good. So, the performance program you've got going. So, what do you do next? Do you do shows like with performances where people can come along and watch?
Yeah, we do. What we do is every season has its own show. So we go to venues like really proper rock venues. We're looking at places like the Factory Theatre out in the city, and on the local scene we've been playing at the Macarthur Tavern. Right. We're looking at the Civic Centre. So we want to get in touch with the local side of things. We want to get in touch with the bigger side of things to give these kids the real experience. But at the moment, this is what we're leading up to. We've got an American tour coming up in June. So all the kids that have been doing the shows, they've got the opportunity to go over to the States and do a tour right from Chicago through Milwaukee, Cleveland, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Wildwood, Pittsburgh, and then back to Chicago again.
So tour of the Midwest, really.
Yeah, it's going to be a really big tour, and what happens is we go over there with the other schools over in the States. So we're pretty much working with the international community to give these kids the best musician experiences we can.
Nice. Sounds like some fun. So when's this tour going to happen?
This tour is happening in June.
Right.
Now we're planning on leaving on the 25th of June. Then we're going to be getting into Chicago 25th, 26th of June. And we're going to be leaving on the 7th of July. So we're going to be over there for the 4th of July weekend as well.
Awesome. That'd be so good.
Yeah. It's something I've always wanted to see.
Yeah. And how many do you intend to take you there?
Well, as many as we can, really. We want to represent Australia as much as we can over in the States and show them that we rock just as hard as they do.
And do we?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So how are your lessons structured? Tell me about that.
What we do, instead of, because I grew up with lessons just sitting on the edge of my bed, I'd go to my guitar teacher, learn a song, go home, play it, and that was about the size of it. Now what we do is we offer the one-on-one lessons, but they work towards the shows. So each kid gets cast on a certain amount of songs in each show, and they have to learn those songs and play them together as a band and work towards this big show that we put on at the end of the season.
Right.
So the main focus is the performance aspect. We don't limit that to kids from 10 to 17 either. We've got a Little Wing program coordinated by Hannah Anonymous. That's 3 to 5 year olds. We've got the rookies playing, they're 6 to 8, Rock 101, which is, boot camp for the kids. Now that's 8 to 10 year olds.
Nice.
We teach them all the basics and we get them to open up the shows that we put on.
Right.
So you've got kids as young as 3 to 5 jumping up on stage.
Very good.
On top of that, we also have a really cool adult program. So, yeah,
Everybody gets a go.
That's it. I mean, most of the adult program are friends of mine that have thought it was cool and joined up. The biggest thing that we get is, where was this when I was a kid?
No, that's so true. That's so true. And I guess most of the stuff happens on weekends or after school.
Well, the shows usually happen on weekends. Tuition, we run it every day of the week, except for Sundays. Sundays at the moment we're not open, and Fridays.
Right.
We pretty much have the school open 2 to 9 every other day, and Saturday we have it open from 8:30 through to 5 o'clock.
Right. Do schools get behind this as well?
We haven't really had much contact with schools as of yet, but we are looking at, all of our teachers grew up in the area, so we're looking at getting into the schools, like getting in touch with our teachers.
So it's not like at this point in time, it's not where you would go to school but you break away for a music class and then come back or something.
No,
like that.
that's we have our own building. It's got performance classrooms. Each room has its purpose.
Yeah.
They're also all themed. So the guitar room is Jimi Hendrix room. There's a big vinyl of Jimi Hendrix on the wall. But the Clash room, the Nirvana room, the Led Zeppelin room.
All those things that these guys never grew up with, or just heard about.
That's it. We want to give them that experience. I mean, my parents funneled Queen down my throat when I was a kid, and God bless them for it. Changed my life. Now these kids are hearing about. We started the AC/DC show, and most kids only knew da na na. But now they know the entire back catalogue. The Women Who Rock, I mean, that's great for some of our younger female vocalists because they're seeing that you don't have to be a guy to play this game.
Yeah.
They're seeing that you can get out there and it doesn't matter who you are. You can be. It just doesn't matter. You can rock out as hard as anyone.
Yeah. The good thing too is I guess you're learning so many different things about learning teamwork skills, social skills, all coming together.
That's it. And rather than having specific lineups on the songs, like we don't have rotating bands. The kids all get involved in each song. So we'll have Joe, Claire, and James all on one song. On the next song you'll have Dom, Matt, Joe playing on that one, and so it cycles through like that. So they're all working with different people each time.
So you guys are on the internet? I guess you're on the web. You have a website going?
Yeah, we are on the internet. If you give me a second, macarthur.schoolofrock.com.
So more information you can look up from there, and they can get the phone numbers and the contact details from the school. It can be done on the website, or you can call the school on 4628 8000.
That's it.
Brilliant stuff. Carl, Joe, thank you so much for dropping by. That's really cool. I've learned something yourself today.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Thank you very much. Thanks, Steve.